Yellow, welcome to the Just Sip podcast where I tell you guys some real life stories about some real life topics. You guys, this is episode 50. Yeah, we've made it very far. And we are actually a couple of weeks away from being a whole year anniversary from when I first started my very first podcast. Or when I very first started this podcast, y'all, I started it on anchor.fm, and around, I think maybe episode, yeah, maybe 30ish, we migrated to YouTube, and now we've been doing YouTube. And let me also apologize to you all that you all are going to have to subscribe to a whole nother channel, but I got a brand new phone, and every app had all my logins except for YouTube, and I don't remember it. And as you can hear and or see, I am currently at LAX, and we are stuck at LAX. We are on hour 11 out of hour 17 that we will be here. Our trip to Los Angeles. Lord, what did I say? LA? I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I said, but we're here. We're in Los Angeles, California. We got here Thursday morning, super, super early. And LA is West Coast time, so they are 3 hours behind us, Georgia time. So we got here about 8 a.m. their time, which would have been like 11-hour time. But we got here, y'all, and it was raining as soon as we touched down. As soon as we got here, we migrated our way to the hotel. Once we got to the hotel, we tried to see if they would let us check in early, and that was not gonna happen. So we found a Starbucks, which if anybody knows my husband, he loves Starbucks. So we went to Starbucks, got some hot chocolate, whatever he drinks, y'all, because I have no clue. I think a frappuccino, but I don't know if he tried something different this trip. So we got drinks. We sat there because it was raining and it was very cloudy and windy. So we just sat there and kind of chilled. And then maybe about 12ish, we were like, okay, well, let's go back to the hotel, see if they're ready. And they were not. So we sat in the lobby until about 3 o'clock. And finally, check-in was at 4, but they finally let us check in. So we got in and got dressed and ready for the Lakers game. We got tickets to the Lakers versus Golden State Warriors game, which I'm a Stephen Curry fan. Devin had on his LeBron jersey, so we were going to the game. The rain had let up a little bit. It was a little misty, so we got to the game. We were taking pictures of all the statues and everything on the way to the game or in front of the arena. We get to the game, y'all. When I say struggle, we were on the struggle bus. We were sitting there, and forgive me, y'all, because again, I'm stuck in the airport. So I know y'all can hear everybody on the intercoms, and I'm pretty sure y'all are hearing Destiny's Child in the background. Pay my bills. Hey, hold on. We'll wait. We'll wait till she finishes, because I think she's actually the one in front of us, and they are going to Hawaii. So, hey, I would love to sneak on that plane. But we get to the game, and y'all, when I tell y'all the game started at 7 West Coast time, which is 10 o'clock Georgia time. Oh my God. You talking about me and Devin were sitting there like, okay, yeah, yeah, good game. Yeah, 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 go. Yeah, yeah, LeBron. Y'all, we were so exhausted. So we finally get back to the room. The rain is still coming down, not as bad. So then the next morning, we wake up, it's Friday morning, and we're like, okay, well, we're going to go sightseeing. We're going to go find the Kobe Bryant murals. There were a couple of them we wanted to see and just kind of get around a little bit. We go down to the gym to do our workout, and rain is just consistent. It's just throwing. So we're just like, oh, okay. So we go outside. We're like, all right, well, we'll get dressed. Maybe it'll stop. It didn't stop. It might as well have been a thunderstorm. How bad it was raining. Y'all, it was coming down. Apparently, you can smoke in this airport if you can't hear that message. So we were sitting there. I mean, y'all, it was storming, and we go and find 2 or 3. I think it was 2. We found 2 Kobe Bryant murals, and then we found a Nipsey Hussle mural, and we took pictures of them, and then we walked back to the hotel in the rain. And by the end of this trip, or at least maybe a block or two before we got to the hotel, my shoes were now Noah's Ark, both left and right. And I had purchased a $7 red and white umbrella from some guy that was selling speakers Don't know why he had umbrellas and speakers. That's not my business, but that's what he had. And sure enough, what did I do? Get an umbrella, and that umbrella did not last until we got back to the hotel. By the time we reached the hotel, we were 3 blocks away from the hotel. The umbrella literally said whoosh and went whoosh, went the other way, y'all. It wasn't even like this on my head anymore. It was like that. And it was all bent up and everything, to the point that we passed by a homeless man and he said, "That umbrella seen better days, ain't it?" Y'all, it wasn't nothing I could say. It wasn't nothing I could say because he wasn't lying. That umbrella had clear as day seen better days, but obviously that was not the day that it was going to see it, because I didn't even make it maybe 2 hours with that umbrella. My $7 umbrella, might I add, y'all. That man owed me $7. We got back. Um, she's still looking for people for Hawaii. I don't know why she didn't call my name yet, y'all. I don't know why she didn't call my name. So, bless her heart. They won't close the door. And she just ringing a list of names. Oh. And there's nobody coming this way. Y'all bear with us. Bear with me, please. I just wanted to go ahead and do this and have y'all see my dilemma of why and where I am. Oh my God. So we get back to the hotel, y'all. We knock out. That was it. Like, we had been through the flood and then some. So we knock out. Jesus woke us up. We got up we got up East Coast time because it was 2 o'clock here, but it was 5 o'clock at home. So by the time we finally got up, we're like, all right, it's another day. Let's start this day up. So we said we were gonna go see, book a tour, because we really wanted to go to the beach, but Jesus said no for this trip because it rained the entire trip. So we were like, okay, well, let's go book a tour. We'll go on a tour and see the city. Sir. Oh, I thought that was the other one. I was like, sir, they not going to Hawaii. Just close it. So, we were sitting there and we get up yesterday morning, y'all. The rain had not left. It was still raining. So we said, okay, maybe it'll slow down. And it did. It finally did slow down. We found a nice IHOP that we frequent, and it was really good. So we kept going to IHOP, and we went to IHOP. What did we do? And then we decided we would try to find the tour. So we get a Uber, Lyft, whatever, one of the two, to the tour thing. And because now at this point the rain has started to come back down and it's looking familiar from Saturday or Friday, and y'all, oh my God. So we finally get the Uber, the Lyft, whatever. Guy comes, gets us, he takes us to the tour place. So we're like, okay, cool, we're gonna see some tours, and the tours are 2-hour tours. They're supposed to take us everywhere. Get to the tour place, the dude says, it's an open bus tour, like it's open air tour. There's no covers on it. And I was like, huh? In this weather? So by this time, we both were like, you know what? We're here now. Let's just do it. We're going to do it because we're here now. Why? Y'all, why do we say that? When I tell you, a guy comes in, he has on like this big, thick trench coat, a scarf and everything, face just wet. And he was like, I want a refund. I want a refund. And the guy's like, what are you happening? He's like, dude, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You can't see anything. It's raining on us. It's cold. It's wet. It's horrible. I'm from New York, and this is the worst weather I've ever seen. And the guy was like, well, it hasn't been like this since 98. Sir, that don't make it no better. Sir. So then the guy was like, I want my money back. This is a ridiculous thing. Y'all should be closed. Y'all should not have an open air bus tour, city tour, when it is this cold. And the dude was just like, you walked here in this weather, so you knew what it was like. Don't do that. You're not getting a refund. So it's 35 over this way. It's somewhere over here, you guys. I don't know exactly where I'm sitting, because I see 36, I see 38, 34. I don't see 35 and 32.
And Jake Bauer. If you're in please proceed to P35 to skip the final boarding call for flight 1111 service to San Antonio.
They're going to San Antonio
in the next 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. So, y'all, when I tell y'all that guy was going off on him, and then the dude was like, you walked here in this weather, so I'm not giving you a refund. And then the dude was just like, that's fine, I will give you a very bad review. And then he looked at me and Devin and was like, oh, you guys signed up for a tour? And we were like, yeah. And he goes, Don't do it. Don't do it. And by this time, another family walks in. They had like a baby, and the lady was like, whole shaking the baby. And I'm like, dude, the baby went on a tour in this weather? Oh my god! So finally, Devin looks at me and was like, I don't think we should do this. And I was like, you know what? I think you're right. Let's just get souvenirs and snacks and let's go. So we refunded. We got our tour refunded and we got our souvenirs and our snacks. And then we decided to leave. And then we realized that we were only like, I want to say maybe 5 or 10 minutes away from the Hollywood Stars, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So we just decided we walked to that in the ring, of course. God is with us, y'all. He has been with us. So we decided we walked up to the Hollywood uh, Walk of Fame. We actually saw a couple of stars that we actually, know as far as celebrity wise. We took pictures of them, and then we saw some another Kobe Bryant mural. We actually saw two on the way there, and then we saw like this really nice building. I think it was a theater, but it looked like a mall kind of at the same time. Y'all, it was so beautiful. And then we found the Hollywood sign. Oh my god, y'all, it was just like perfect. And it was like minus the horrible weather because it's been raining, it's been cloudy, it's been everything here. We got to actually see some really cool things. And then you get to today where we wake up early and we're like, all right, well, we're going back to Georgia. Thank you, Lord. And we get a wonderful call from Delta and say, hey, your flight's been delayed an hour. So we're like, okay, well, we'll cancel the lift, reschedule it. Oh, hey, by the way, now that you're at the airport for your delayed flight for an hour, we're going to delay it again for another 8 hours. So you guys aren't going to leave till 5. Okay. Then we're sitting there like, okay, well, we'll make the best of it. Why a good hour later, they then say, well, your flight's now been canceled. And you guys aren't going to leave until 11:45 West Coast time, which is what? 2:45 East Coast time. Y'all, we have been at this airport since 6 a.m. West Coast time, which is 9 a.m. East Coast time. We're not going to leave until 11:45 p.m. West Coast time, 2:45 East Coast time. When I say we're on hour 11 out of 16, 17 hours, I'm tired. I am exhausted. We are not scheduled probably to get back to Atlanta until like 10 a.m. because the flight that we're scheduled for that they put us on is to Orlando and then to Atlanta. So we're toughing it out. We're toughing it out. But when I tell you the wonderful case that I was jured on with pain and suffering, this is pain and suffering. And Delta has yet to feel my pain and suffering because this ain't it. But you guys stay tuned. Please subscribe to the new channel. Definitely be on the lookout because we got 2 more episodes at least until we get to my anniversary of the Just Tiff podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to try to plug in some pictures towards the end of this so you guys can see some of the things that we got to see on this tour. And y'all just pray for us because we're still at this doggone airport. But hopefully we will be leaving Los Angeles soon to get back home. Bye.